I still can't believe this is real, and I can't believe just how much they showed us today. Now, if you've been hiding under a rock, a massive wave of Xenoverse 3 information just dropped alongside a bunch of gameplay that looks almost too good to be true. The game looks entirely different from the previous titles. There's also an interview out right now that goes over a large amount of information the trailers didn't include, and a gameplay demo that a few people got to go and play. I'm going to summarize the major points for you here, but I'll make sure to link it down below so you guys can go read the full piece for yourselves. Now, the game is set in age 1000, a significant time jump forward from the previous title. It's being said that while Xenoverse 1 and 2 focus on time travel to fix the past, this title is going to look to the future and explore a new section of the Dragon Ball experience. Toriyama was deeply involved in creating this game, from the overall worldview and the new character designs to nearly every aspect of the game's story. The story centers around the GS Squad, the player's custom avatar's unique journey, and exploring the new era. Stories from the original manga and anime are going to show up, but since the story takes place way in the future, the devs needed a smart way to bring back those battles, and they tell the interviewer that they can't wait for everyone to see how it all connects. Elements from Dragon Ball GT or Daima may appear, but how they connect is being kept secret for now. Details asking about the World Tournament in this age is also asked, but nothing cemented is given to us. Now, the game has a 50-50 split between a deep single-player narrative story and a robust online multiplayer suite. The main story mode is a dedicated single-player experience, so no co-op, while there's a large separate pool of co-op and competitive missions for online play. Multiplayer is being designed as a long-term living experience with a robust post-launch roadmap. The main story mode is roughly 20 to 30 hours depending on your pace. Now, customization remains a core pillar in this game, and Xenoverse 3 offers significantly wider options than previous games for both appearances and combat styles. The team moved away from locked class system to a flexible edition system, allowing players to mix styles, skills to create whatever type of warrior that they want. Custom accessories are going to be returning, and it seems like they have a lot more clothing that's original. A lot of what we saw is more streetwear style, which reminds me of the clothing that the Breakers CAC were given. And speaking on CAC, the custom avatar system returns with the legacy races locked in. You can actually spot the different races in the background of the demo and the new trailer. For some reason, there was a lot of skepticism about whether they'd return, but this completely puts those doubts to rest. On top of that, players now get a fully customizable apartment within a larger residential building. This hub space serves as your base to change up your appearance and directly interact with, I'm assuming, is going to be your mentor characters like Saiyan Saga Vegeta and future Trunks. The biggest shakeup to the gameplay, which we already saw with the V-Jump scans, is that players are no longer locked into race-specific melee combos. Instead, you can now equip entirely different movesets learned from your mentors, giving you total freedom to customize your actual fighting style, something that everyone's been wanting since the first game. The game is fully supporting crossplay across all platforms, which the developers are treating as top priority to build a seamless global community. To go along with that, the co-op missions are expanding to support 4 players. For someone who has friends that play across all different platforms while I'm on PC, this is the perfect opportunity to get the entire squad on together. Now, for gameplay, there's a lot of stuff here that's changed. The game has moved to 5 core stats: HP, Ki Blast Attack, Ki Blast Defense, Strike Defense, and Strike Attack. They also removed traditional stamina and Ki management as separate stats. Now, Ki both powers offensive skills and defensive maneuvers, so your special attacks are operating on cooldowns rather than the direct Ki consumption that we saw in the previous titles. There's some more information on the new mechanics like Soul Assist that summons a Z Warrior for help, Soul Switch that allows the player to transform into a mentor like we saw with Trunks. This can be used for a limited time and can be used instead of the traditional Awakening ability, which will probably be used by other races that I don't see anything other than the Super Saiyan skill being used by the Saiyans. You can now aim certain attacks like the Super Kamehameha to hit multiple enemies at once. This actually looks like Kakarot's Kamehameha used in the wave mode that they have. The gameplay here looks like it's heavily inspired by MMOs and RPGs compared to the traditional arena fighter format that we saw with the previous titles. To me, this looks like a beautiful fusion of Kakarot and Xenoverse. The boss battle we get at the end of the gameplay demo that's shown to us is against Broly, and it looks insane. There's a massive, almost seamless map that they go through. Now, if every boss encounter scales just like this, we absolutely need a Z Broly fight that feels like a Dark Souls boss. Now, it's not shown anywhere, but it's already been confirmed by the people who are playing the game that Super Saiyan 1, 2, 3 are in the game, and the transformation sequence actually shows the character's hair growing in real time. Now that we're finally done with both the interview and the quick demo, let's finally dive into the trailer itself. It opens with the voice of Shenron calling out to us, heavily mirroring exactly how Ace was summoned in the original game before transitioning to Bulma finding our avatar in the apartment complex we talked about earlier. As the footage continues, we see a revamped West City alongside a group of dancers wearing a mix of some really iconic outfits. I saw the Orange Star High School uniform, Fasha's armor, Vidal's fit, Chi-Chi's clothes, Android 18 gear, and it looks like a classic Turtle School gi. We're also introduced to Brett again, and this little sequence looks like it's an opening tutorial match. From there, Gamma 1 shows up, now with a 1000 stamped on his suit instead of the usual 1 number. It looks like our character is going to be sent to West City University to investigate and learn more about the world that we're now stuck in. It's a great narrative concept, and it feels like a perfect way to give us a look at what happened to classic characters as they age. It might even be able to finally adapt the Dragon Ball Online concept of Goku and Vegeta leaving Earth for one final battle. It also makes me wonder if this university setting is where we'll go to replay iconic history events from the previous sagas, maybe by having our avatar literally transform into the specific characters who fought in the original battle. The background is packed with a ton of new races and new avatars, and interestingly enough, Tap, the Saiyan showcase in the footage, has a fully animated moving tail. I really hope our custom Saiyans get that exact same treatment. We get a closer look at the West City combat during the story mode as the player fights off waves of robots, which gives us another demonstration of the new Soul Switch mechanic. John 1000's hair turns green in the Super Saiyan transformation, just like Vegeta's did during the Broly movie. The final shot of the trailer shows the avatar clean cutting a tail off a great ape, and after seeing the sheer scale of that Broly boss fight, I am incredibly hyped to see how intense these giant boss battles are going to be. I'm like 90% certain that this great ape is going to be the same Saiyan in the story mode. I am incredibly excited about this game, and it's looking to be a wildly fresh take on the story. I'm really excited to uncover exactly what happened to everyone in this universe as time went on, and if Toriyama is going to bring back any lore from Dragon Ball Online. But that's enough for me. How are you guys feeling about this trailer? Are you excited that the franchise is leaning more heavier into this MMO space this time around, or do you want your arena fighter back? Drop your theories and your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to see what you guys are saying about this. That's enough for me. It's been your local overanalyzer Artellings. I hope you have yourself a damn good one.